In 1993, a skeleton got tired of scaring people, but The Nightmare Before Christmas ain't really about monsters or holidays. It's about what happens when success stops feeding your soul. And Jack Skellington, he didn't lose his purpose, he outgrew it. I am Vaughn Frazier, creative brand strategist, storyteller, and writer, and today I want to talk about what Jack's story teaches us all about burnout, ego, and rebirth. See, Jack starts the movie singing, "Oh, there's an empty place in my bones," that calls out for something unknown. That one lyric is the whole lesson. He's adored, praised, the best at what he does, but he's empty. And that's the quiet part that nobody talks about. When you've mastered your lane so well that the applause starts to sound like noise. So Jack walks away from Halloween Town and everybody panics. We've only got 364 days left till Halloween, because people don't expect you to change when the old version of you still benefits them. But growth will always offend predictability. And that's the moment he chooses curiosity over his own comfort. And then Jack discovers Christmas Town. There's joy, color, innocence, and he wants to share it. But revelation don't transfer through PowerPoint slides or pep talks. You can't make people feel what they haven't lived or experienced themselves. And then we see Sally's little glowing tree burn in her hand. That's like a parable moment. Faith with no root. Inspiration that sparks, but it's not sustainable. So in the film, we see Jack finally loses it. He captures Santa Claus and he takes joy hostage. He means well, but he's forcing change instead of living it. And that's what happens when the seeker turns zealot. When new understanding becomes ego in disguise. You ever been so passionate about your growth that you start preaching instead of practicing? Yeah, that's Jack right there. That's been me too, and it's probably been you as well. I know all too well what that feels like. And when he gets shot down from the sky and they call him the imposter, that was rock bottom for Jack. How could I have been so blind, he sings, because enlightenment without humility is just blindness. He tried to be someone else's light instead of tending to his own flame. So Jack frees Santa, steps aside, and finally listens to Sally, to intuition, and to love. Santa fixes what Jack broke and order is restored. See, Jack didn't win by conquering, he wins by surrendering. That's real growth right there. When you stop performing purpose and start aligning with it instead. And when Jack returns to his home, it's different. First time he came back from Christmas Town, he tried to convert everybody. He was still high off revelation, that cage stage energy, trying to make the world match only what he had experienced. But now he's humble. He's not preaching Christmas anymore, he's living wholeness. He doesn't demand that they change, he just shows up differently. He's more empathetic, more understanding, more patient. And that's what healing looks like. You learn the difference between evangelizing your growth and embodying it. The first return was about control, but this newer, more mature version of Jack, it's all about connection. He's still the Pumpkin King, same crown, same town, but now he rules with compassion instead of craving, not being led by his own ego. And that's the real story arc here. You don't always have to leave your world. Sometimes you just have to return to it renewed. Look, every one of us has a little Jack Skellington in us. We chase meaning, master a role, and then mistake identity for purpose. But the moment you let go, the moment you stop